All right, real quick look at the headlines here, Solana. We're going to run out of time. Quick look.
They're driven by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford. We know trucks. Don't forget, you can listen to every Florida Panthers Stanley Cup Finals game against the Edmonton Oilers right here on 560 WQAM and FM 99.9 HD2. Also on the Odyssey app. Game 1 will be Saturday, as Hawk mentioned, here in Sunrise. Game 2 will be on Monday. Panthers won 2-1 in Game 6. They closed out the New York Rangers in Game 6. Edmonton did the same on their home ice last night. They beat the Dallas Stars, sent them home packing. Game 1 of the finals will be Thursday in the NBA. Dallas at Boston, 8:30 p.m. Still no word yet if Kristaps Porzingis will be available to play.
My bet is in. Dallas +6 Game 1. I'm thinking about betting them for the series. Let me just take a look. Dallas is +175 to win the series. Celtics are -220.
Don't do it.
This I've never been more certain about wagers in my life. The Mavericks are they're a better team.
And
that's the funny thing.
Team.
I was watching something on First Take this morning where I guess it was Zach Lowe. Yeah, Zach Lowe had said Jason Tatum's not a top 5 player in the NBA.
Who the hell is Zach Lowe?
I don't think Jason Tatum's a top 5 player in the NBA.
Jason Tatum's not, but you have the combination of Jason and Jalen and Kristaps and what's the little ball head weird looking
Jason
boy's
Tatum
name?
and Jaylen Brown are not a top 5 duo in the NBA.
Hawk.
I own that comment.
Hawk, you can keep it because nobody wants it.
They're not a top
5 duo.
Let me spitball on this. Luka and Kyrie, you're watching it, right?
Yeah, they're great. If you say the Minnesota boys, I'm jumping. Cat?
No, Cat KD. Even though Phoenix did not do very well, KD, I'm blanking on his name. Devin Booker. Would you take Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown over KD and Devin Booker?
The duo that's in the championship and have only lost 3 games in the playoffs over the guys that got their ass whooped all year, Hawk? Yes, I'm taking Jaylen Brown and Jason
I'm talking
Tatum.
about the Celtics duo who snuck into the finals because of injured and garbage competition.
Or the 2 guys that couldn't figure out how to play with each other for 5 months.
Let me keep going here.
No, you're right about this, Hawk.
Absolutely. Giannis and Dame. Giannis and Dame.
Giannis and Dame are special.
Okay, so that's 2.
That's 3.
Well, I'm going to give him KD and Book. I'll give him KD and Book.
Are you going off just talent? Because they're talented, but you're talking about the duo of a successful duo.
I am talking about which duo would you take if you got to pick a duo to start an NBA team. In other words, you're saying you would take Tatum and Brown before you would take KD and Devin Booker.
Yes, I'm not a KD's very good talent, but he's not winning anything for you, as we've seen. I would take that.
What if Brown and Tatum won?
Brown and Tatum have dominated the East for years.
Dominated the East.
Dominated the
finals.
East.
This is only their second finals appearance.
Barely got past the Heat the season before.
And this year they had to do it, and they didn't have to play Giannis. They didn't have to play Embiid. They didn't have to play Jimmy Butler to get there. I mean, they had to walk through to the NBA Finals.
You know what? And I don't even want to badmouth the Heat, but let me go look at some of the teams the Heat played to make it to the finals and see if they were the most dominant teams in the world. Solana.
Last year they went through literally the 3 other.
Last year was something.
And the year prior, they went through Joel Embiid.
How about LeBron and AD?
Joel Embiid.
Would you take LeBron and AD over Tatum and Brown?
They're 116 combined. They're 116 years old.
I mean, they've won a finals together.
Both of them helped build the big cement pencil out in D.C.
I mean, honestly.
You're ready to talk. LeBron and AD are
you would
they
take
were in high school
Tatum and Brown over
now.
LeBron and AD.
Yes. To start an organization, yes. As you see, LeBron right now is dancing with no shirt on, playing Gunna music, and Jason and Jalen are about to play in the finals, and LeBron's sitting around naked dancing, letting old women rub on him.
What about Kevin Durant working on his jumper at the club last night?
Funny.
Any of you guys see that?
That was funny. I saw that.
Yeah, he hit him with the hezzy. Get out of here. Go home somewhere. Go fishing.
How about Zion and Brandon Ingram?
Man, listen, I'm logging off. I wouldn't take Zion and prime Michael Jordan.
All right, what else do you have in the headlines, Alana?
You didn't even mention Patty Mills and Caleb Martin. Jokic and Murray, by the way, is where you should have started. Jokic and Murray.
Yeah, they're special. They're special.
Inter Miami and St. Louis did draw 3-3 over the weekend. Inter Miami still in first place in the East, but they have 18 matches played. They have a couple games in hand. Still in solid position, though. Leo Messi may not end up playing another game for Inter Miami until July after the Copa America. Just something to keep an eye on there. Or don't. I mean, whatever.
What's going on in America?
No one knows.
Justin Jefferson did become the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. 4 years, $140 million contract extension with the Minnesota Vikings. When you factor in Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jalen Waddle,
AJ.
Yeah, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, all those contracts knocked Tyreek Hill out of the top 5 wide receivers in terms of salary in the NFL. So we played some audio earlier. Seems like the Dolphins are very much aware that Tyreek Hill, A, wants to be a Dolphin, and B, would like some more money.
And Jamar Chase is about to talk to his team. Devontae Adams is about to go to the Raiders and be like, "Hey, bro, come on now with it. Justin's not better than me." He just jumped the wide receiver market like crazy.
It all works in concert. They all should be thrilled. I mean, the truth is, I don't want to get into it because First Take did this for 40 minutes today. But it's the Caitlin Clark argument. It's like, why are you going to hate on someone that's going to improve your lot for the rest of time?
Yeah.
And that's you could have two reactions when Justin Jefferson gets that kind of money if you think you're better than him. One is F him and F this and F that, or the other one is, yeah, way to go. Where's mine?
You want to know the answer to that? Jamar, Devontae, Tyreek, Waddle, St. Brown, they all look the same. Caitlin Clark is a 110-pound little white girl.
Oh,
and now
I understand.
You're about to get a $20 million Nike deal when I have to have an off-season job. They don't disrespect her game. They just hate that she gets so much attention, and they've been playing for 7-8 years, and they're playing in front of 100 people, and Caitlin can draw 35,000 because they look at it differently than you're looking at it.
Right. But it's not her fault that she's better than all of them.
And I'm with you.
Yeah,
but they
be better. Be more exciting, and I'll pay attention to you.
Did you watch last night where they bust her eardrum open on a pick?
Yeah,
they're not. Listen, Hawk, I'm with you. I'm just telling you the other side. They're not looking at it that way. They're looking at it as I make 5 figures a year, and you just got a $20 million deal and hadn't played with the big dogs. Okay, I'm going to teach you what real basketball is. I understand the marketing, the money, the everything else. She's great for the game, but them ladies that live in 3-2s. Watch this, little lady. They're gonna tell her ass
right,
up.
But it's stupid. My point is with the Justin Jefferson thing. Like, it's stupid. If you're gonna hate on that, it's stupid. You're cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah, no, but it's Tyreek making 20 to Justin that makes 35. We're both millionaires.
Whatever. It just increases the game.
Yeah. But it's ladies that haven't made that type of money, and Caitlin just signed more money than their whole entire team.
Yeah, but
makes
you know what? For
years.
me, it's that to me. So it's a singer at the airport lounge going, "Look at Taylor Swift. I'm a better singer than her. Screw her." Okay, keep singing at your airport lounge. How about you be a better singer?
And there are girls now that can play with Caitlin. In college, they couldn't. Now they can. Asia Wilson and Diana Taurasi and the girl with Solana has her shoes, which is a weird phrase. Ionescu, whatever.
Sabrina Ionescu.
They're just as good as Caitlin Clark is. And they don't have the Diana Taurasi has not made as much money as Caitlin Clark's made in two weeks. You know,
they're significantly better than Caitlin Clark at this point. They
are
significantly better.
Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark cannot tie Asia Wilson's shoes, but she has 10 times the money Asia Wilson has. They don't like that as a whole. They should love Caitlin for the attention she's bringing to the league, but I'm telling you, from the athlete standpoint, they're like, why in the hell is everybody in sports world kissing this little girl's ass when I'm better than her? And even the girls that aren't better than her are saying, okay, y'all think this is the future of women's basketball? We're going to whoop her ass every night. That's why they bump into her, they knock her down, they set picks on her. It's not smart financially, but egotistically, I see what those old women are doing. They've been in the league 10 years and got $100,000 in the bank.
But it doesn't work that way. I mean, that's not how life works. Like, get over yourselves. Some people, Steph Curry came to the league, was doing stuff we hadn't seen before, and everyone went crazy, and he got a $200 million Under Armour deal. And I didn't see people who were big on slam dunking in the inside game going, I should get that money because I've been playing longer. No, Steph Curry was doing something different that was interesting to the viewing public. Caitlin Clark doing something different that is interesting to the viewing public. That's what it is to me. Now, if you don't like it because you play a different style of game and you go, well, I'm better, that's just not how it works. Sorry. I can tell you a million people who I think I'm better at radio than. And I can show you, hey, look at this that I do and look at that I do. And they have a $50 million deal. But I look at it and I go, you know what? They did something that captured people's attention. They worked the system better than I did. That's the way life works. I don't buy all the I really don't. I don't buy all the nonsense. Like, if you want to become a sensation, you become a sensation. Sometimes it happens. You don't even know why it's happened. But certain people become sensations. And that's how life works. And if you look at anyone who becomes a sensation, you go, oh, but I'm better. I've done it longer. Wah, sorry, that's life.
And the Indiana Fever are one of the worst teams in the league. And Caitlin scored 1 point last night.
Yeah, but Victor Wembanyama had some terrible games as well. Like, I don't get it.
They don't like this little itty bitty girl coming into the league and taking the league over without proving herself in a league they've been in. You're talking about I understand. You're talking about the business side, and I understand that. Steph walked in the league, and Steph started
the life side. Like,
no,
people come in, and
I've been grinding, and you're gonna come in and get a $20 million.
So she hasn't been grinding.
She was in college.
I mean, honestly, though, so you're going to diminish, like, that's ridiculous, too. You think that she hasn't grinded her entire life to get to where she is?
Not as hard as these 7-8 year vets in the WNBA that are trying to live off basketball, where she had a scholarship.
Well, just because they're older? Obviously, they've been grinding longer because they're older.
Yeah, Huck. I'm 29 and you're 21 and you have more money in 1 year than I've had in my entire life. I don't like you right now. Huck, it's not right. It's just, I'm saying it is what it is.
No. That part I get. No, I do get that part. Who was the Blackhawks #1 pick? Connor.
The little bitty one, Bedard.
Connor Bedard. Yeah, 20 years old. He's got more attention in the NHL than guys who've been there for 15 seasons. They want to lay him out when he's out there. That's fine. I get it. That's part of the game. Like, I've got no problem with that. But to say I deserve what he's getting is ridiculous to me. Like, you'll get what you deserve.
Oh yeah, the free market.
Like that part, yeah, that part. I mean,
I've stolen that phrase from you. The market dictates itself. It's a free market, and I understand that. And you're 100% correct. Caitlin Clark is marketable. She's a very good basketball player. That's correct, Hawk. I'm talking about these 28-year-old 6'4" ladies that have been running around this court for their entire life. And now this little girl is getting all the media attention and everything. Oh, I'm going to teach y'all who's a better basketball player. They're going to whoop. Listen, Caitlin Clark's going to get injured this year. Knock on wood. I hope she doesn't. But they've been beating the hell out of that little girl. They busted her in the head the last night so hard she couldn't even finish the game.
Yeah, that problem, I don't have a problem on the court if it's part of the game. I have a problem with what Kennedy, I forget what her last name is. I have a problem with what.
I'm not worried. I'm not talking about Caitlin Clark no more.
Right. Well, but I have a problem with what she did because it wasn't even in basketball. Like Shannon Sharp was saying today on First Take, he's like, "Oh, you got a young rookie in the league. Like, I'll show him during plays. I will beat him. I'll hit him hard. I'm not just going to walk by him when the play is over and smack him in the head. That's not how I'm going to do it." I get it. Isaiah Thomas got hazed by Michael Jordan at the All-Star game. Isaiah Thomas got frozen out at the All-Star game because Michael said, "I don't want this young guy coming in and taking our shine." Like, I get it. That's part of sports. I'm just saying to look at someone who's unbelievably good and who's a national sensation and just immediately say, "Well, I deserve that too." It's just not how it works. You can believe that you deserve it or not. It's just not how life works. So get over yourself.
She just put a little booty on it last night, Hawk. You can't put a little hip on somebody. Yeah, what's the world coming to?
Your weather from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm. Call them 866-954-MORE, youraccidentattorneys.com. Beautiful day in South Florida, hot and humid. That's your weather.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. We went way too long there. We did First Take. First Take went 40 minutes without taking a break because they were talking about Caitlin Clark. And Molly at one point just said, "We've gone 40 minutes. We have to take a break." Much more difficult to do that in television than radio, but it is a fascinating topic, as Pat McAfee will tell you today when he started his show. Don't go anywhere. We ate up a lot of time there, but don't go anywhere. We still have a lot to get to.